Hi everyone, I thought I was all caught up on last year's subscription boxes, but I was wrong because the December Upcrate just arrived. Let's unbox it, swatch out all the supplies and make some art, and then we're caught up for last year. If you're new here, my name is Sally and I'm a mixed media artist in Australia. Just before we get started unboxing this Upcrate box, I finally this week just launched memberships on my Ko-fi account. So if you would like to check out the tiers that I have available, I have it linked down in the description down below. There's 3 tiers to choose from. 2 have physical rewards which will be sent out to you, and the price of the membership covers the postage to you, and 1 tier is just like digital things. And I'm really excited about this. I'm making some brand new exclusive stuff for the members. So if you'd like to check that out, if that's something you would like to do, that would be amazing. And yeah, it's linked down below. So let's get to unboxing this box and making some art. Okie dokie. Box number 52 from December. Yikes. Ooh, okay, Pantone markers. I have been hearing about these and I am excited to try them out. So we've got 4 different colors from Royal Talons. We've got like a little bullet nib and chisel. It's an interesting color palette. And we have a micron in purple 01. I feel like I have a purple one already, but they always come in handy. It's nice to have a different color line work than black for once. And we have our print, Jenny Adam, Artist of the Month. A nice little waterfall scene. Markers, and we have an A6 art pad, 180 GSM 8 sheets. And a sticker sheet. Like I've been doing in the last few Upcrate videos, I will jump online and use the QR code to access the full magazine with all the information about the supplies, and I will tell you all that in a voiceover when I am swatching everything. So let's get to it. Okay, so one thing that I didn't notice when I first unboxed the supplies is with this paper is actually Royal Talons Pantone marker paper. So it works really, really well with the markers, as you would expect. I think sometimes with the art subscription boxes it can be a bit hit and miss, and sometimes the supplies don't work really great with the surface that we're given. But obviously this being both like the Pantone products from Talons, they worked really, really well together. So we have 4 colors of Pantone markers in the box, and 3 have numbers and 1 has a color name. So we've got yellow, 104, 2645 and 2685. And I don't usually look at the value of the supplies to the box. Art supplies in Australia are pretty expensive, and the Upcrate box comes from Germany, so I have to pay shipping with that. So I'm a mixed media artist. I'm generally just like really happy to play with new supplies. But this box, I'm not gonna lie, it just felt really light. But I looked up the price of these Pantone markers and they're like $18 each. So I definitely got my values worth. Somebody asked me once on one of the Upcrate videos that I made, what is sort of like, is it worth it? Because they were in Australia as well. And I think I figured out that the average price for the box with shipping was like $45, 45 Australian dollars. So considering that these markers are like $18 each, and then we've got 4 of them and a micron and a pad of paper, we definitely got the values worth in this box, even if it didn't feel like a lot of supplies. So these markers are water-based and they dry really, really fast. So you can't really blend them with water, but you could scribble some in a palette and use them wet like that. But this is not the paper to use that with. I did try that when I was swatching, and this paper is not good for holding any kind of water. So yeah, wouldn't recommend using water on this paper, but you could use that method with the supplies on like a watercolor paper, for instance. And they're also light fast, which is really, really amazing, and they're refillable. And I looked up online and you can get like a little jar of ink for the markers, and it's a 30ml jar, and in Australia it's about $22 for a 30ml refill of ink. So while they're pretty expensive individually to start with, they are refillable. So if you're after like these kind of markers, they're really great quality and they are refillable. So I think that's a bonus. So the full range of markers is 108 different colors. So that is a lot of colors to choose from. I think you could get some good results. That they layer really well. So I think you could get some really cool results with your primary shades, or with grays just to deepen tones and that sort of thing. So they'd be worth experimenting with for sure. Now let's talk about the inspiration for this piece. Because I had quite graphic colors and the artwork inspiration was quite graphic as well, I've been really interested in like 60s psychedelic art and poster art lately. So I thought that these would be perfect to do like some block color shapes, and obviously her anatomy is not correct, but I like this kind of stylized, elongated shapes of the woman and how that sort of art was kind of everywhere in the late 60s and early 70s, and I really like that kind of graphic style. So I just decided to do a lady with the blonde hair and use the sort of khaki color as like the shadow on the other side of her, and then just did the purple in the background, and that was kind of my inspiration for this piece. The prompt for this month was "All good things are wild and free," which is a quote from Henry David Thoreau, and I just sort of thought that that fit with her lying in her bikini top under like the moon rays, because I did some little stars with the micron, and yeah, so I just did this kind of like stylized portrait, and I think it turned out pretty good. It's quite different stylistically for me, but I really like that about the art subscription boxes, is because you try out new things and you start thinking in different ways, and that's what it's all about, experimenting and just having fun on the page. So this was my piece for the December Upcrate, and that leaves me totally up to date with 2023's subscription boxes. So please like this video if you liked this video. Consider subscribing to my channel. I do lots of art subscription box unboxings, and I've got lots of cool things planned for this year. I want to do some more like tutorial type things. I want to talk about my favorite art books that inspire me and do some cool things like that. I'm making a zine at the moment, so I'm gonna make videos on making zines. So I would love it if you stick around and check out my Ko-fi if you would like to support me and help me make more videos. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate you being here. And I'll see you next time. Bye.